This nibble originally aired on RSBANB Update Monthly Bit 22, Archaeology 1 month on. Enjoy. So materials, when they came out, were selling for, 40 times the value that they were listed at on the Grand Exchange. Instead of 1,100 GP, they were selling for 40-odd thousand GP, and this was for one material. And, people made oodles and oodles of money doing this. And, Tanis, one thing we talked about is that if you were north of 70, you could easily make 5 million GP an hour just by screening soil.
Yeah.
Which was a shock to me because, people were always wondering, do I drop my soil? Do I screen it? Or do I sell it? And I've never sold my soil. I've always screened it. And, on that front, and I'll give Sirion credit for this one. I've actually left my auto screener in the bank for a week.
Oh.
I haven't been using it.
Oh, but that cuts down on your bank.
Right, but no, it goes up to 250 now because I have the Chronotes for it, which is fine. But it restores one chunk of that core loop that we talked about earlier. Because if you're not doing the screening, it's just turning it into another gathering skill like wood cutting. And if you have porters and you throw porters in, it's basically wood cutting. And then you go back to restoration bench every so often and see what you can do. And it just removes that extra step that adds a bit of diversity to it. And I find I like that diversity more because that's something we also find in farming.
Woohoo! I succeeded. It's so yeah. I whoop because that's what I've been feeling, and that's why that auto screener is still sitting in that shop unlocked for me.
I wish I didn't buy it at this point. I mean, I'm sure. I'm sure I'll want it at some point in the future, but right now I don't miss it.
And but for me, what's the nice thing? It's gotten a bit less this way now that the soil box goes up to 250, which is pretty big. But especially when it was at like 100, that meant that my archaeology play was very nice chunks of play. It was however long you do archaeology to get 100 soil. That was a chunk of play, and I could do something else. It was like a good point to sort of switch and maybe do like a farming run in the middle. Like it sort of breaks up the routine very easily that way. 250, it's getting to the point where I usually end before it's actually full. But that really works well for me. And I almost wish that they made the Auto Screener into an invention machine in the Invention Guild, where you still have to actually chuck in the soil, and it just spits out the materials like it does for like the auto disassembler, for example. I think that would have been a much more interesting mechanic. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I think that would be a good idea. It's kind of surprising because I don't enjoy sifting soil. I only do that when I'm short materials and I need to.
What?
I need to get the materials. Yeah, I mean, it takes a long time. I'm not really into it that much.
Huh.
I mean, if my junior gets high enough, then it could sift soil, and that would be fine. But I wouldn't want to do it on the main. Really.
Interesting. Full monthly bits can be found on our Patreon page at patreon.com/RSBNB. By subscribing for as little as $1 a month, you gain access to the entire catalog of monthly bits, in addition to additional perks, such as early access to our show notes and a mention in them each week. Check us out at patreon.com/RSBNB.